Speaking of games starting, here's our Protoss player fighting to not win, but have a chance of playing to win again.
Starting TricKsteR.
Putting his pylon at his ramp for some reason.
And here's our Terran player who at some point during this set of matches, I said, well, he's probably out.
MarineKing Prime win.
I mean, this guy was down 0-2 if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
he was at 0-2 and we're like, oh, well, he's basically eliminated right now. And here he is, one game away through a combination of skill and luck from getting a Codas spot.
Yeah, MarineKing's story here is a very impressive one, and it's one of those ones where if you're a MarineKing fan, you're like, well, this is why I didn't turn my stream off. This is why I didn't go to bed, you know. I didn't go out to eat with my friends. I was like, no, I have to watch this. I hope that MarineKing still gets into. It's because of fans like you guys that MarineKing's through, you know.
Yeah. It's like, if you ever been to a live baseball game.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the bottom of the ninth and the other team's up by like 4. Everyone like starts leaving because they want to try and beat traffic, even though everyone's leaving at the same time, so it causes traffic. And then sometimes the team gets on a roll and they start coming back.
And then you wish you didn't.
And then you wish you didn't leave because you're like, I just missed the most epic inning. And we are in extra innings here at the GSL up and down matches. MarineKing here, walling off his front, trapping the probe inside. That probe will never be able to get home. Never get home, Wolf.
Yeah, he's gonna dig his way out. That's not gonna happen. He's
gonna research burrow somehow.
He's using his particle beam to like get through the supply depot. It's just not gonna work. He's got a Marine chasing him.
He could go attack the destructible rocks for about an hour.
That's another. You can hide over there. That's true. Now, interestingly, TricKsteR put a gateway at the top of his ramp as if he were walling off, which is common against Zerg players, but very uncommon to see against Terrans. I just wanted to note that. It's a little bit weird. Now, TricKsteR has taken its second gas. I don't think we're going to see a Void Ray all-in, but we very well could. This is a good map for Void Ray all-ins. TricKsteR tried to do one last time with a very quick 4-gate Void Ray all-in with the fast gas.
Yeah.
And now MarineKing is expanding. There's a 1-rack expand, and TricKsteR knows this. So it is going to be tempting for him to do an all-in because he's like, well, it's much easier to all-in when you go 1-racks expand.
Yep. He had proxy to Stargate before on that as well, and he's definitely not doing that this time.
Yeah, and that was... Go watch those games. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, so MarineKing putting out a bunker outside of his ramp as well. The Stalker's going to come poke in here and see it. He's going to be like, oh, okay, 1-racks expand, definitely. No doubt about it. And there's a Twilight Council going for TricKsteR. He might do a DT rush. Or yeah, DT expand. DTs are not always a rush. Although he's getting them pretty fast. Off just 1 gate.
Yeah. It could be Blink Stalkers as well. I'll count that out.
Yep.
3 gateways going down. Twilight Council finishing up here. And...
Is it...
Oh, sorry.
Don't you usually see, if they're doing DTs, they do only 2 gates?
2 or 3. And
yeah,
it's going to be
so
blink.
yeah, 3 usually is with the blink.
You can do 3, but if you do 3, then your Nexus is late, so you don't need to do 3 when you do the DT expand.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
You can do 3, but you don't need to do 3. So that's the same reason that was going through my head. I was like, I think it's going to be blink.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be really interesting because even though the main focus area is obviously going to be the command center and the bunker there, if TricKsteR wants to, you could even go and try to destroy the rocks. He's got that opportunity available to him. But as time goes on, MarineKing basically just has to hold a little bit longer. If he can hold the initial attack, he'll probably be okay. His stim will finish. He'll be able to hold the rest fine. But it's not going to be easy.
Not going to be easy at all.
Blink is almost done. There's 6 Stalkers out. His Warp Gate research is done. He's got 3 gates. He's going to want to use all of his Chrono Boost on those gateways. SCV has no idea what's going on. MarineKing does start to have Marauders out. Marauders is the key unit you want to have against this.
Yeah, it's going to be handy. He's going to start putting on a lot of pressure here, and it's going to come down a lot to the micro. We've seen TricKsteR have very good blink micro in the past. And here he is moving in.
All MarineKing does, all he needs to do is hold this, and he will be in Codas, targeting down the Marauder. He's actually going to run up the ramp, blinks up into the main. Now it's actually really smart by TricKsteR because he can blink down behind the rocks. He has a better concave here at the top of the ramp. Beautiful control by
Wow.
TricKsteR. Blinks up his Stalkers back, but MarineKing has a lot of units.
Trying to blink back the injured Stalkers, but he's not doing a very good job of it. He's losing
TricKsteR
Stalkers.
has botched this, man. I think
And
he's botched this. I think this is gonna be it, man.
Stalkers were on cooldown from being micro-blinked and could not blink over the rocks, so he loses all but 2 Stalkers, and TricKsteR is now really far behind. MarineKing has held that attack. I don't think he's going to get away with blinking up the ramp again.
No, I definitely don't think so. He's going to try to poke off some of these units that come down the ramp. He has to be very careful, though. Stim is almost done. A Dark Shrine is going up because TricKsteR realizes the desperateness of what he's done, and there's already up an engineering bay. He can make turrets if he'd like to. This is looking really good for MarineKing. He's so close to his victory. He's so close to reclaiming his Code S spot.
And JYP just got back from the bathroom or something, man. He doesn't know what's going on because he just went to his booth to warm up for the next game. I don't think he knows that he's about to be eliminated right now if TricKsteR keeps this up. And MarineKing is able to overpower him.
2 more gates going down. TricKsteR adding a Nexus. And MarineKing sees that the rocks are being destroyed. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, Dark Shrine is just about to finish as well. So, you know,
But
depending on how this plays out, TricKsteR could kind of hold off and try and get back into
Yeah.
it in a macro game situation.
there are turrets. There's a turret going up in the natural, but not in the main, surprisingly. So if Dark Templar take the long way
Oh,
around,
yeah.
he might be vulnerable. But MarineKing is just so ahead right now.
Is he going to sneak this past the turret? Oh, no concussive shells, so that DT probably could have gotten past if he wanted. Instead, he decides to escape with it.
Stalker's taking a huge hit while they tried to blink up there. You guys didn't get a shot of it, but know this, MarineKing was totally fine.
DT.
TricKsteR has just he's done an attack that he invested so much in. It didn't work for him. He made a huge micro mistake, and MarineKing is actually just going to hold position on this ramp here, buy enough time for that turret to get up, and he's going to be completely fine. Ghost Academy going up here as well, and the turret finishes. He doesn't even need to hold position. TricKsteR has
Yeah,
missed his opportunity.
up at the top. That DT was kind of prodding in a little bit, but is just going to be forced back pretty easily there, despite the rocks being gone. Oh, is he going to...
Not
nope.
quite.
DT
Doesn't
gets
want to
away.
use
Oh, he
scan.
wants to...
Well, never mind. He does.
Does scanning, take out the DT. A little bit of a push at the front. This is not going to
On
work.
the ramp, but even so, he just doesn't have enough units. MarineKing trying to micro back here. Simming only some of his units, but when these units get down the ramp, he's going to be completely fine. TricKsteR may decide to go all the way around the other side, but MarineKing will have plenty of time to react and deal with that.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that he kind of needs to do. I mean, he poked in there and he actually like just kind of whittled. He's trying to whittle away MarineKing's army to try and get back into it. He's 30 supply behind though, so he's got a lot of whittling to do if he's going to really have a chance into the late game.
Yeah, he's going to have to whittle his heart out. Whittle his heart out. And MarineKing looking like he's in a great position here. 3 ghosts are about to pop out.
Oh, those ghosts might just seal TricKsteR's fate.
Yeah, he's going to need a little bit of time before an EMP is ready, but he could use Snipe if he so chooses. Plus, ghosts aren't a terrible DPS unit against light.
Yeah. Yeah, but if he gets a couple EMPs off on those sentries, then that's pretty much all. Then TricKsteR will just lose the battle at least.
Yeah, TricKsteR is making a Dark Templar now. He's going to maybe try to send that around the back, but MarineKing has already walled that off. MarineKing is ready for everything. He's 40 supply up, soon to be 50 supply up right now. And these ghosts don't have enough energy, and now they do. Perfect timing on that by MarineKing. He knew the exact second the ghosts would have enough. And the Dark Templar are going to work on some of these units, but it doesn't look like it's even going to matter.
Yeah.
These units dying as they warp in. MarineKing is clutching the Code S medallion here.
He is reaching out for it with this army, trying to grasp it right now. The Stalker's blinking away desperately.
Look at this,
into
he's
more
already ready for it. He's got Marauders to buy time. He's got more reinforcements coming down. TricKsteR tried his best to do a Blink Stalker all in, and MarineKing said no. He's got triple the supply of TricKsteR. TricKsteR warping in some sentries and zealots back at home, but that amount of sentries and zealots is nowhere near enough.
Nowhere near enough at all. He EMPs the sentries. GG! MarineKing is back in Code S.
He is back.
He was at 0-2 in the group. He came back, struggled his way tooth and nail to get a 2-2 record, and by the luck of the draw, just by the fact that TricKsteR could not seal the deal against JYP, ended up in a tiebreaker, and after 2 sets of tiebreakers, MarineKing finally clinches the second Code S spot in this group. What an amazing story. What an amazing comeback by MarineKing. Wow.
Now, something I want to talk about that we haven't really talked about at all. I don't know if you guys merely mentioned it yesterday, but part of falling out of Code S means that you're no longer in Code S, but part of falling into Code A means you have to go through the death days. And some of these guys, I mean, we have some awesome players coming into Code A. Some of these guys might be out of the GSL.
Yeah.
And they've got to come to terms with that.
Yeah. Obviously, everyone has to play in the round of 32, and all you have to do is lose 2 games, and you are out of the GSL next season. So that is definitely a big deal about going down to Code A.
For some of these pro gamers. So you have to be very careful about that.
Yeah.
And, the prize money is obviously less, and obviously you want to get back into Code S. That's a challenge, but there's still those scary days. The round of 32 is so intense, and some of these players like MC, I mean, even MC, he'll most likely make it to the round of 32, but it's possible he could be totally out.
Yeah, I mean, especially for players like, like I would say maybe Kirix. These players that have been kind of coasting through Code S for a while. It really could be a career-ending thing where they're kind of like barely keeping Code S, staying in the up and down matches, barely getting the round 16, etc. If they drop down and have one bad match in the round of 32, they might not be good enough to get back in again. And so we're looking at the results here, by the way. And TricKsteR looks like he's frowning there. Violet 1 and 3, now in Code A as well.
Yep.
It's too bad. That guy fought his way through Code A before and made it to Code S, and now he's back in Code A again. There's the final results. TaSha coming out in first place with a 3-1 win. MarineKing barely winning those tiebreakers for a 4-2 victory. JYP is going to have to try again in Code A, despite coming 1 win away from getting Code S twice.
One more thing I wanted to note is that this is 2 less pro losses in Code S. Well, 1 less pro loss in Code S, but now 2 possible pro losses in Code S are no longer there. So someone actually tweeted at me, it's actually true that there are less pro losses in Code S now than there were ever Zergs in Code S. So pro losses are struggling right now.
Here's the results of all the up and down matches. Lenok and Jockji, TaSha, and MarineKing all advancing to Code S. Only Lucira and Supernova. Those are the only 2 from Code S this season out of all 8 that actually are staying in Code S.
That's actually just so incredible.
That's actually pretty crazy that only those 2.
And Lucira had a close call, man.
Yeah, he did. And so, of course, we're going to have 1 day in between now and the finals. The finals are going to be this weekend on Saturday in Korea, which is going to be like late Friday night if you are in the United States, early Saturday morning if you're in Europe. And that's going to be awesome. Go check out, find if there's like a party. There's, in pretty much every major city in the U.S. at least. Maybe not every, but in a lot of major cities, there's going to be like a party where people are going to watch the GSL finals together. I know in San Diego, Diggity puts together something at Joe's Pizza. Usually they have something at Eudaimonia in Berkeley. I know Toronto does something at pretty much every GSL as well. So look around for that stuff and go have some good times with your nerd friends.
And don't forget about ESV TV. The winner of that tournament, it's basically the old Icy Cup. They've changed names. The winner of that tournament will get a Code A spot. Getting a Code A seed is obviously a really big deal. You don't have to go through the grueling qualifiers, so that's very important. And again, remember our All-Star match is going to be at 2 p.m. right before the finals, so stay tuned.
That'll be awesome.
Be there for that. Come early to your finals. Have a little pre-party and watch that.
Yeah, that'll be good. Because that'll be actually just kind of like early evening in the west coast of the U.S. So that'll be good stuff for the time zones.
Anyway, thank our sponsors Pepsi, G-Skill, and Ola eBook for putting together this great tournament, as well as just everyone at GOM. And remember,
and
go to GOMTV.
Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you too. You can follow this guy at Moletrap. You can follow me at EpicSoWolf. Follow GOMTV at GOMTV. We'll see you guys next time.
We can shake it up, screaming out, this is our town. Let's get fired up. There's no way they can bring us down. Together we can make a stand. We can all raise our hands in this crowd. Nothing's gonna